Good evening. You're watching Reporter's Diary on the Eco of India's Facebook page. And before we move ahead with other details about the region, let me share with you the major points which are in news today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said that enhancing all kinds of connectivity, including in social, digital, and financial spheres, with the 10 nation ASEAN grouping is a major priority for India. The Prime Minister made the remarks at a virtual summit between India and the ASEAN. And I quote, "We believe a cohesive and responsive ASEAN is needed for security and growth for all in the region," Prime Minister Modi said. Bihar. Nitish Kumar is likely to take oath as the Chief Minister of Bihar on Monday, though nothing has been finalized yet. A close aide of the JDU leader today dropped a hint that he will be sworn in on Monday, the day Bhaiya Dooj festival will be celebrated, as it is considered an auspicious day. Russia today said escalation in the border tension between India and China would further trigger regional instability in Eurasia, and the friction can be misused by other players in their geopolitical purpose. At an online media briefing, Russian Deputy Chief of Mission Roman Babushkin said Russia is naturally concerned over the tensions between the two Asian powers and noted that it was very important for both the countries to engage more in constructive dialogue. Babishkin also said respectful dialogue is the main tool when it comes to cooperation in the framework of multilateral platforms. Meanwhile, Russia today said it was working very hard to advance the supply of the S-400 surface to air missiles to India, even though the delivery of the first batch of the weapons system is scheduled by the end of the next year. Now we move on to the reports, updates from region, and I'm joined by our team of reporters, Asmita, Riddhi, and Razia. We start with you, Asmita. What all is happening?
Hi, Safi. The news that I have today, Governor Jagdeep Dhankar today accused the state government of denying him information about the goings on in the state. And today at Bagdogra Airport, while he was talking to reporters, he said that the state government did not give him any answer to whatever he asked. And for example, he said that the state government claimed that rupees 12 lakh 30,000 crore had been invested in the industrial sector following 5 edition of Bengal Global Business Summit. But when he asked where that money was invested, he did not get any answer. That's all from my side, Safi.
All right, we move on to Riddhi. What all you have?
Hi, Safi. The first news that I would like to highlight before our viewers is that the Trinamool Congress today said that they did not believe in violence and killings and blamed the BJP for the violence in the state. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday launched a veiled attack on ruling TMC in West Bengal, saying that those who cannot challenge the Saffron Party democratically have resorted to murdering its workers to achieve their goals. Maut ka khel, killing game, cannot get you votes, Modi said in an address to BJP workers at an event in the party's headquarters in New Delhi, to mark its victory in Bihar Assembly polls and by polls across the country. The TMC, while reacting to the attack, claimed that Modi should give advice to the state BJP leadership as its saffron camp that has unleashed violence across the state. TMC MP and spokesperson Saugata Roy said it is the BJP which is unleashing violence in the state. The TMC, since its inception, had been the victim of political violence, first at the hands of the CPIM and then the BJP. The TMC does not believe in violence. It believes in peace, and we would request the Prime Minister to give his advice to the BJP MP, as per Saugata Roy. In another development, the West Bengal government has decided to constitute multi-departmental anti-electrocution cells to protect wild elephants in the state. The cells will comprise of officials of the Forest Directorate, the West Bengal State Electricity Distribution Company, WBSEDCL, district administration and police beside the local panchayats members, the forest officials said. During the meeting, it was also decided to identify and raise the height of sagging tension lines and cover the certain electric poles near elephant corridors with barbed wires to prevent the pachyderms from leaning against them, said Chief Wildlife Warden V.K. Yadav. The Forest Department will identify the corridors frequently by the elephant and BSEDCL will insulate the low tension lines passing through such corridors with aerial bunched cables, Yadav said. As per the department, 25 elephants have died due to electrocution in the North Bengal in the last 5 years, of which 9 incidents took place this year. That's all I have from my side.
All right, we move on to Port Blair now. Razia, yes, please.
Good evening, Shafi. Shafi, I would like to start with the judgment of Honorable Court here in Andaman. First time a man convicted for 25 years under POXO Act. He's a resident of Ongi Tirki, Hudbay Island, and he have been found guilty for molesting his stepdaughter. So the Honorable Court, after conducted trial, found him guilty and sentenced him to suffer 25 years of rigorous imprisonment, and a fine of rupees 1 lakh is in default of payment of such fine, further 1 year of imprisonment. Another news is, Shafi, the DC South Andaman said to strengthen the tourism activities, the authorities has decided not to conduct a COVID test on tourists more than once and after their arrival. Anyone who conducts tests 48 hours before traveling to these islands, there is no need to conduct tests again. Now, regular boat services are available at Swaraj and Shahid Deep, and the Ross Island and other tourism spots are open. So the authorities are taking all the major steps to help the tourism industry. As we all know, tourism remained closed in these islands for more than 8 months, and those who are connected with these associations suffered a lot for even for their livelihood. So now the authorities are all set to start tourism industry in these islands to support the people who are connected with this. So for today, that's all from Andaman, Shafi.
Thank you, Asmita, Riddhi, and Razia for joining Reporter's Diary. And viewers, this is all we have this evening in Reporter's Diary. Thanks for watching.